这样子，种菜，觉得。
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
张雅婷啊，你这就有 SL 倒带天人？当然没有啊！寄生使者是只有蓝色混蛋能使用的高级技巧呢。又有东西，最后再说。这款就是很放松的，这样探索解谜休闲游戏。所以整体来说，对，实况就是开来闲聊。
So this is the underground harbor.
我刚睡醒就是。我觉得用来当，如果客人玩太久的，换个口味的休闲游戏还不错。
Handy resource indeed, your field.
只是会不会到时候玩太久，这一款也开始腻了？我觉得很有可能。
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the Wizarding World. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the Golden Snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
三兄弟的故事涉及到魔法器物。
The Founder's Relics.
No, the answer was the Deathly Hallows. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The Bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the Quaffle. When a chaser throws the Quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
True.
Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The Wizards' Council.
That's correct. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
The Antipodean Opale.
No, I'm sorry, but the answer was the Peruvian Vipertooth. Though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Quincy Hogg.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft. It is believed that Hengist used the 3 broomsticks inn as his home. The hide behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
幻影鬼，幻影人。
A demiguise.
Yes! While the hide behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a letherfold?
The Patronus charm.
Well done. The only known survivor of a letherfold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Lavender Montmorency.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Knowledge is the real magic.
No. The answer was, never tickle a sleeping dragon.
这是
In
不要去
Latin,
炒巨
the
龙吗？
Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
The Ashwinder.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the rune's paw. According to parcel mouths, each of the rune's paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
The Amazon rainforest.
No, Ilvermorny is actually located on Mount Greylock. The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Amortentia.
That's the answer. Amortentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Give me your worst.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Egbert the Egregious.
That's right. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Haversacking.
That's right. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when 2 chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a 3rd chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
"人渣入蟹。蓉蓉，
Hairy ears.
No, the answer was bad luck.
再来鳄鱼。
Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
Fluxweed.
I'm afraid the correct answer was Mimbulus mimbletonia. The Mimbulus mimbletonia plant secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The Pepper Up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Bowman Wright.
That's incorrect. The answer was Limfrid of Stinchcombe. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Limfrid's previous work to create the Pepper Up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
A smaller pot.
Incorrect. The answer was a
但是
single
一双
slipper.
拖鞋。
The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
The Amazon rainforest.
No, the answer was North America. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Sir Luckless.
Correct! The three witches in the story are named Asha, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
Ethelred the Ever-Ready.
No, the first minister was Ulick Gamp. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. You might not have got very many right, but I'm sure you learned something regardless. Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a splendid time. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Revelio. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
不能说那些知识没有意义，就是看很多都是哈利波特世界观的东西，只是我蛮好奇这些东西是真的能从哪里取得答案的吗？是只能听他在那。
Cross Wands was so much fun, wasn't it? I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
"变形咒语。
Beautifully done.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand or subsequent search of the owlery connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I enjoy talking to Mr. Ollivander. I'm fascinated by one law, and I'd never visited the owlery. Bit of a mess.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook.
《精灵语》好难。啊，白痴皮皮鬼。
Hello there.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Serona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Serona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
我靠，好远！月地，葫芦燕。 干都穿不过去。破气球。
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here.
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
You said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return.
潜行任务。
I shall see you soon.
I'm quite good at sneaking about.
The door is looking at us.
哦，这边是教学，但是教学说有那眼睛，你只要不显现就可以开了。
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mind It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Dun, 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 dun.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Revelio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether. You will regret.
Revelio. We need to be careful. As I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least.
所以这里直接打会出事。但这锁定真的很低能。
That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really. Imagine most goblins to be brilliant and kind. That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. We're being watched by a door. We won't get through as long as we can be seen by that eye.
有没有用？
I should use disillusionment. That eye won't see a thing. Revelio. Vincent.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here, a schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out.
Revelio.
Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
也是在上面那一层。
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building? Such arrogance. That was meant for me. You can't stop. Return me to the ground at Oh, this heaving is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected. Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Incendio! Revelio. Incendio! Bombarda! Revelio. Revelio.
就刚才那里漏什么？
That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really. I'd imagine most goblins to be brilliant. Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary.
Revelio. Revelio.
叮。啊！最后干嘛？开门。打不开。
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Revelio. Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
还有大战哦！别靠腰。哦，又来了，真是白痴！但是锁定真的是妈低人呢。我看他锁定一条。切换，开启功能瞄准从按住跟变为切换。切换是啥小意思？
should be the last of them I'll meet. Revelio.
刚过不来的地方。
I'll be quiet.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
巨大砖头，斗里鲁。
There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps.
更快的方法。更快的方法。哦。爸爸，你看你会摄影。
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
你还是不知道对方在打什么歪主意。
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
啊，不好玩。它高阶的锁跟低阶的锁没有变化。哇，是木木哎，是魔法骑士啊，合理吧？啃大瓜？什么大瓜？大小锁定，锁定这是他妈的
Revelio.
带傻小。
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
拜拜！干，你又出现了。有致死咒啊？你要去哪学啊？哎、靠腰。抱歉，走反了。支线哦，我不知道哎、先随性玩玩，再看是要全部解完，还是主线跑完就休息。哦，果然是塞巴斯教的嘛，可以，合情合理。
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without
拜会
further
阿密
ado,
特。
adieu.
Revelio.
先叫我们抱抱咒，又叫我们致死咒，太神了吧，塞巴斯！不过这款其实我觉得还算有兴趣，但就是仅限于探索体验上啦。
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
要没什么技术啊，所以战斗打起来我其实蛮无聊的。
However, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site.
笑点比较多，怎么说？
Studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
不过我觉得这游戏它的剧情设定上，愿意花时间去啃，其实都还是可以理解的程度，不会有那种你写光阿小，要弄跨不？虽然有些内容可能真的是不知道他在光阿小。敌人互动打起来会荒谬，很好笑。有看到有人说对敌人用不死之还说学校教你什么中规中矩。我是没有什么特别在看就因为我觉得我在打的时候就比较像在玩黑魂吧，就是很专注在直接1对多乱战。我觉得他的战斗感受算是有趣的，就是你跟一般的游戏相比下来，这件事情我觉得它算是有趣的体验。之前有看怪物打碟，蛮好笑的，而且这游戏可以撸猫，赞！我是忘记哪一次实况的时候有不知道跑到什么黑魔法斗技场，可以玩黑魔法，快乐。创小，如果你创小，只是某个层面，这游戏，像这样乱炸一通，乱砍一通。想是破完才会去解，我是不知道啊。我想说，我干这傻小，干斗技场，我就把他打掉。我可以用黑魔法特地帮你放一排黑魔法玩。鸡。过来，鸡呀，鸡呀，你怎么卡在石头里？你看他跑出来了。只是我不得不说，妈这游戏战斗，我觉得最大一个败笔就是他妈的锁定，那锁定真的他妈有个弱智。那时候就死锁一个敌人，然后他妈卡在那里，我的翻滚魔法全部都会强制锁定他的方向，我干嘛会气死？那自瞄设定有些还不错啦。
I came as soon as I could.
I finally realized what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by
杀死他们就好啦。
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on.
哇，这是主角应该讲出来的话吗？
If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
不过我喜
After
欢。
you.
我们应该正面攻击，然后杀死几个敌人。看，规范游戏都说
I'll let you
我们不能杀人。不对不对，我们可以杀死几个敌人。碎啦！
Kill anyone who tries.
抱歉，换错页。我的，哇！你真的被杀死了，太好笑了吧！ 嗯？我就开始卡了。
No, that's embarrassing, isn't it? Get away with that.
干嘛？你干嘛？你干嘛？塞巴斯嘞？大魔法师塞巴斯怎么不见了？
I have a brother who works as ringer. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day.
Hello。
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
不错不错，他们都开始全部杀光光。有什么？到垃圾，果然是垃圾。因为最开始我本来对这款也是没什么兴趣，就觉得不就开放世界。可是看别人实况玩一段时间，我发现他把魔法世界的东西塑造的不错。先不提游戏技术性什么的，就只是提世界观跟给人的感受的话，我觉得是很好的一款游戏。
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
在享受魔法世界的部分上，我觉得非常的优越。
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
哎，哎，哭啊！塞巴斯汀倒下啦！还有谁 ？Hello。
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
那我觉得不错，但有些人觉得灌着哈利波特世界观不太为什么？为什么灌着哈利波特世界观不太合理？ 啊，这不就哈利波特的前传吗？这我就不知道嘞，他有，因为这部分我不是那么的了解。你要帮我补充一下什么？再远哦，你说不会啊，这反而合理啊。
I should tell you, rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
How nice. Nothing I haven't seen before.
That's the spirit.
因为你今天是用未来他们对于法律道德的认知，那为什么他们会有这种认知？一定是因为曾经有个魔法师到处厮杀，见人就砍，对不对？我们杀10几个敌人吧，你觉得他们不会限制吗？会啊，嘿，我们就是，那所以说设定部分就怪怪的。这东西不好说，因为未来为什么会这个样子，代表过去发生了些什么。你要从这个角度去尝试思考，或者去调整，它才会变合理。啊，不然最开始干嘛发明这个咒语？当然是为了杀人啊，没错吧？就其实目前来看，虽然老师会说什么，那抱抱咒什么咒很危险之类的，但其实还是给你学啊。但很危险，不是应该不准学的吗？然后你看玩家学的那些魔法，有几个是和平的，每个都很残暴啊。你看那变形咒。直接把别人变成什么东西一样干死，这不残暴啊？残暴啊！有建议哈，比如说路人看到使用不射之后就靠北哦，看的也太靠北了，为什么路人？这样的话太难用了吧？不对，没有目击者就不会有证人了，好像不错这个设计。对，不过就是多杀几个人，没有问题吧？这可以过去吗？要先烧掉。我想说，奇怪，为什么我没有办法抓？但我觉得那个建议是不错的耶。就是什么路人看到会抓去阿兹卡班这一类的，而且这也变相的提高一点游戏难度。我说那些哦。你等一下，他瞄准是这个？ 那锁定到底是哪个？步行咒这翻滚。哦，它按键很卡呢。那算了，不管锁定了。
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on. Loyalists are in here.
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
怎么这么多回神药啦？是哪来的菜鸡会需要这么多回神药？
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
这稍微调整过，可是还是很卡。现在不知道锁定要放哪。这小蜘蛛，花小。 所以木木全破了。
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps. Revelio.
主线的话到这边大概进度多少啊？30小时差不多，那所以这已经是中断了。这应该不会到全部跑完。 啊，刚才30%，我花太多时间在耍废了吗？噔噔噔噔噔。了解。我看这回什么要靠腰。 然后怎么回去？都爬上去哦。 不过会考虑玩这款一大原因，大概是因为前阵子在跑洛克人原族马拉松，把1到11代全部破完了。突然之间，啊，这啥小？啊？啊
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
他刚跳出来那啥小什么敌人的弱点可以在收藏库找到。有没有什么弱点？被杀就会死掉？
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Heckert would be proud.
哦，原来是一个新敌人哦。
Ramrock's loyalists.
我现在玩的比较快乐，只有那只那什么8眼蜘蛛网。哦，因为那只碰我一下我就死掉了，笑死。 召回。哦。最烦的一个部分真的是，那是用入墨石吗？ 对，它树根怕火吧，合理吧？穿小，穿小，我就问你穿小。我忘了。
Still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
另外一场仗要打。按错。哎。哎，我安了。指挥官，指挥官。啊，怎么还有蜘蛛？ 干，我蹦出一大只的，哎，2只大只的，等一下，再想想。哎，看，跳不上去，跳不上，再想想。 哎，妈白痴延迟攻击！妈，再智障一点没关系，妈这什么？
cleared the room.
You're not a bad
就说
chap.
实话，我觉得这个游戏的一些动作设计，尤其蜘蛛啦，妈的低能的。
Incendio.
你看到他们哪只蜘蛛双脚抬起来，然后会突然瞬间冲到你前面插你2下，妈的傻小。
Revelio.
A rune symbol above the cabin door.
Ronrod's loyalists never knew to look for it. Incendio. Expelliarmus! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
I wouldn't be surprised to find a couple
Found
more
it.
rune symbols.
Leviosa! Ha! Incendio!
这是来的地方嘛？
Revelio.
Wasn't expecting that.
开门。
Revelio.
就是仿佛说水雾飘回身边，意识多久？哀伤消失了。
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will
有
help
消
us
除
unravel
痛
more
苦
of
的
this
魔
mystery.
法吗？
Revelio. Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still,
Incendio.
something about this place feels odd.
Lumos.
刚刚怎么来着？忘记了。那我玩跟你玩怎么感？感觉差很多，怎么说？看看塞巴斯，塞巴斯，塞巴斯，
Revelio.
Hello？ 塞巴斯，你都喂？ 我的塞巴斯哦，在这，抱歉。
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
His are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
没玩这么狼狈，我觉得跟打法有关吧，对不对？我都一路冲进去，然后跟一群人对干了。
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
哎，我觉得跟距离有关。
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Morinweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins.
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
I hope Professor Fitzgerald has confirmed what she needed to. I have to complete the next trial as soon as I can.
地图密室，绝交之前叫我致死咒，请给我你的致死咒。没关系，只要在教我致死咒之前不要绝交就好了。
Welcome back.
Hello, Professor. I have news. The goblins are looking for something. Another repository. They've built drills to help with their search.
Most troubling.
Are these repositories like the broken container I found at Rookwood Castle?
They are. I fear we have no time to lose. Have a look at the map. Fortunately, the next trial is fairly nearby.
It's Hogwarts.
As you know, I was headmistress in my time. My portrait hangs in the headmaster's office. In fact, I witnessed Professor Black learn of your arrival. And I'll confess that I wondered about you.
Wait, is the next trial in the headmaster's office?
It is. I had hoped that when the time came, the occupant of that office would be of help to us. Unfortunately, this headmaster seems wildly unconcerned with anything but himself. You'll need to access the office while he's away.
I understand. Very well. We'll find some way to get in.
Good. I shall meet you in my portrait there. Until then.
校长致辞。
How will I gain access to the headmaster's office? Perhaps Professor Fig will know what to do.
哪部分蛮好笑的？我还没跳出来。啊？来了。 去学魔法，收割我的东西。 这段主线蛮好笑的，真的假的？去下翻翻岛。
Oh, it's you! Just the person I need.
不管，我不会理你。
Perhaps a hybrid. I finished the activities you signed me, Professor Garlic.
Wonderful. I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go. You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots.
哎，按错一个还是过。
Wonderfully done. If you'd
我
like
是
to
这位
practice
大
a
师
bit
了，
more
8888，再见。出现了。接受挑战。因为总觉得他有话想说，结果什么都没有。好，但这里可以跟教授讲话，会有一段跟教授的经历有关的对话。哪个教授？这游戏这么多教授，贝格。 我觉得听他们，哦，是哦，啊，都没讲，我又选完就跑掉了。我觉得这算是还蛮有趣的部分啦，你可以事后补。耶，我又在你地板睡觉了。
Professor Fig, the keepers have shown me where the next trial is.
Has something changed?
Lodgok and I have learned that the goblins are searching for another repository, like the one we saw at Rookwood Castle. And I discovered that they're building massive drills to help in their search. Professor Fitzgerald seemed very concerned.
I see. Ranrock clearly knows even more than we suspected.
And sir, there's something else. Lodgok knew Miriam.
He knew Miriam?
They encountered each other at Rookwood Castle. She was doing research. That's where she found the container with the port key. He liked her so much that he let her leave with it, despite orders from Ranrock.
I don't know what to say. She could win over almost anyone. I want to hear more of this. And, in fact, I'd like to speak with Lodgok directly. But we've no time now. Where is the next trial?
Believe it or not, it's in the headmaster's office.
Incredible. Very well, you'll need the password to get past the stone gargoyle. The headmaster's house elf will know it.
I don't know the headmaster's house elf. Will he even speak to me? I imagine he's loyal to the headmaster.
He is. So you'll need a disguise. I have just the thing. A polyjuice potion. You'll look and sound like Professor Black.
Wait, doesn't Polyjuice Potion require a bit of the person you want to change into? And take ages to brew?
It does.
So how do you already have Polyjuice Potion to change into Professor Black?
One never knows when such a thing may come in handy. Let's just say I felt the need to be prepared for anything after my fruitless trip to the Ministry on his behalf. Now, time is of the essence. Drink up and I shall explain more. How do you feel?
Incredible. I won't forget that taste anytime soon. How do I sound?
Convincing. I've taken the liberty of transfiguring your robes. As we discussed, you'll need the password from Scrope, who could be anywhere in the castle. You might look for Professor Kagawa. She's taken to badgering the poor elf about Quidditch in the hopes that he can convince Black to change his mind. Thus far, unsuccessfully.
I see. But what if Professor Black sees me?
Leave him to me. I shall tell him where to meet a liaison from the Ministry in Hogsmeade. That should give you plenty of time.
Thank you, Professor. I suppose we'll meet again in the map chamber.
It's rather strange to hear gratitude coming from Professor Black. I'll see you there.
难怪你会说这边蛮好笑的。
Find the headmaster's house elf.
啊，可是不用咒语。
Do you have a moment, Professor? Professor, I was hoping to catch you.
Places to be, Professor Sharp. Places to be.
Of course, sir. Only, you'd asked me about a particular potion, and I
did? I did, yes. Well, spit it out, Sharp. I don't have all day.
Probably best not to discuss it here, sir.
Really? Why can't we talk about potions here? Seems fine to me.
Very well. I've brewed the cure for boils you wanted. I can drop it by your office when it's convenient.
Of course, yes. No need for all the cloak and dagger. Simply have a student deliver it.
A student. Very well, sir, if you insist.
I do. And thank you, Sharp. I just hope you've brewed enough for all my boils.
Now, to determine which student gets this rather unenviable task.
Chewing with your mouth open? Where are your manners?
错了，抱歉。干，忘记抢，可恶。
If you must speak with me, consult my secretaries or what have you. Now move.
What could the headmaster want?
跟别人说话吗？
Gareth. Mr. Weasley, what are you doing here? Don't you have somewhere to be?
Oh, Professor. Yes, of course. All sorts of places I'd rather be right now. Do you need something from me?
I'm looking for my house elf. Surely you've seen him?
Ah, the little one-eared fellow. I saw him heading to the Great Hall moments ago, muttering on about your, sterling graces, sir.
I hear you're getting quite good at those concoctions you brew. I say, why don't you bring a sample of your next batch to my office? I'd like to give it a try.
What? Yes, sir. I will. Thank you.
看主角在搞是不是啊？
Mr. Weasley.
Well, there's one for my diary.
哦，我觉得主角一定是在搞哎，怎么办？
I wonder almost daily why I accepted this appointment from the Ministry.
Professor Black, how are you, sir?
Mr. Gaunt, where do you think you're going?
I beg your pardon, sir. I'm simply on my way outside.
Taking the day off, eh? Typical student, wasting the hours away.
I have to write 20 inches on Dittany and its uses. Was heading to the greenhouse.
Ah, yes. Mixed with, bubo tuber pus makes a fine, mustache. I find.
Are you feeling all right, sir? You don't seem yourself.
I assure you I am quite healthy, Gaunt. If I need a medical diagnosis, I shall head to St. Mungo's.
我完全不知道主角在光小哎。
Has anyone seen my ivory?
Something is very wrong with Professor Black.
Professor, a word? Professor Black, again, it is not too late to reconsider your decision regarding Quidditch. We could still have trials and a somewhat shortened season. It would be better than none at all.
But the injury, Madam Kogawa.
Professor, more than one student has taken a bludger to the head on our pitch. I dare say it knocked some sense into them. And they're fine now. The fact that it happened to be a pureblood, well, that's no reason to...
What nonsense! That you would trivialize the health of a student over a silly game.
A silly game? You are quite impossible sometimes. Sir, I've a good mind to write to the Department of Magical Games and Sports.
I can even provide the parchment if you need it. Now, where is my elf?
Parchment? Very well, I will, and with pleasure. And I spotted Scrope in the Great Hall. Seems to be avoiding me.
I wonder why. Good day, Madam Kogawa.
投诉投诉，尽量投诉。
What can we do to deserve him as a headmaster?
I haven't time for any of you at the moment. None. None at all. Move aside.
I hope it's not about anything I've been doing.
Miss Broom, a word.
Oh, Professor, this is an interesting surprise. It's Bloom, by the way.
Remind me of your area of affinity, Broom. OWLs are swift approaching.
Charms, sir. Non-verbal spells. Might work on one that makes me disappear.
Well, keep at it, Broom. And before you know it, you'll be as invisible as that new fifth year seems to be.
They're not invisible. I mean, I've seen them about. I mean, yes, sir.
Speaking of invisible, where's my blasted house elf?
Something seems a little off with the headmaster.
看全部人都觉得校长疯了。
Stand proud, purebloods. The future is yours.
Professor, a word, please. Hello, Professor Black.
Ah, Professor Weasley. How delightful to see you.
Sir?
Since I have you here, I wonder if I might, speak with you about Professor Fig.
Oh. Very well.
I've decided to give him a bit more, leeway with his time.
Leeway, Professor? Are you sure that's wise? I confess I do worry for his students. He's rarely here as it is.
I realize that, and I'd like to keep it that way.
I see. But, sir, if I may, I am wary of how much time the new fifth year seems to be spending away from the castle, supposedly on Professor Fig's behalf. I've heard unsettling rumors of their escapades. Everything from sneaking into the Forbidden Forest to confronting Ranrock's loyalists and Rookwood's lot.
What? Goodness. You cannot believe everything you hear, Professor. No, you cannot. I mean, I shall keep an eye on Fig. You simply keep doing the wonderful job that you're doing. Simply wonderful.
Well, thank you. But I'm happy to look into it.
Good, good. That'll be all, Weasley. I mean, Professor Weasley. Good day.
A wonderful job. Leeway for Professor Fig? I shall never understand that man.
That ought to give Professor Fig some breathing room.
Professor Black is happy with Scrope's performance as his house elf. There's no doubt in Scrope's mind.
Scrope!
Oh, greetings, Master.
Remind me of the password to my office.
Oh, but Master made Scrope swear never to tell anyone, even Master himself.
How dare you question me? I've a mind to give you a matching set of ears.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Scrope begs forgiveness. It is the Black family motto, Master.
Right. Of course.
Master does remember it.
It's pure bloods forever, isn't it?
Close, Master. Scrope thinks Master is indeed testing Scrope. It is always pure.
Obviously.
And, of course, as Master knows, in French.
Yes, of course. I order you to pronounce it for me.
Oh, but Master knows that Scrope's French is most pitiful. Oh, very well. Toujours pur.
Ha! Thank you. Never speak of this conversation with me or anyone else.
Of course, sir. Scrope shall try his best to keep out of Master's way.
The polyjuice potion's wearing off. I best get out of sight.
打嗝杀小啦。反任务区，我开个水不行哦。
Made it just in time. It's wearing off.
Fig was right. I can't believe it worked. Now, to speak the password to the gargoyle.
Incendio.
Anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree.
好，先继续主线。校长室这边一整排都没有。
I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
只好慢慢走过去啦。
Revelio.
所以那时候木木是哪个学院？该不会也是雷文克劳吧？ 从官网测出来的，所以游戏呢还是比较简陋就对了。好像只有一个问题就决定了，真的假的？我是没有去官网测。这个算。哦。巴拉西，太神啦！
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
This 也是侧手护理。觉得我装的很像啊。我觉得一定不少人都穿铠甲通关的，是我习惯。 怎么可能不穿铠甲玩呢？这也太高了吧！
Gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password.
要理我吗？我其实蛮好奇的。哇，最蛇的人呢？我看你很蛇哦。
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
班级所。
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
What can I expect to find in the book?
A story. I cannot say more. You may recognize some elements of it, as I was inspired by a tale with which many wizarding children are familiar.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? That must be the pedestal.
我感觉这个任务结束，差不多可以休息了。
Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve. You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem. You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me. The first you will need is a cloak.
一件披风。
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
Ah. 看到宝箱不开，其实比较多是我没发觉，或者是对我在跑任务，主要是因为开手之后还没3等啦。
For now, I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? I need to time this just right.
花小啦，是哦，因为有些就是你开手是要3等哦，
Staircase straight ahead.
啊，开手是没3等，能怎么办？啊，也不能怎么办啊。 所以这种情况下，我会比较妥协。可是我今天能力什么都收集完了，开锁之后3等什么都有了，理论上所有道具都可以收集了，我就会不找到不离开。比较像是全破后收集要素的阶段吧。
A ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
因为我找不到幻象源啊。
Neve must be here somewhere.
我刚才解到2阶，刚解完而已。
Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
回头干嘛啦？另一方面，就是因为我只有开台玩，所以就变成假日玩个3、4个小时而已。
This is my chance. I'm coming, Neve. Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can. That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
就合理啊。主要是因为我还是习惯就是各种游戏都玩一玩，所以平常还是会玩别的游戏。就相对不会花那么多时间在弄。
Nothing this way but more danger. There must be another way to find you. I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. Close that doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
啊，我刚刚回什么要打架？ 收集不起来的 bug， 真的假的？下来为什么会变慢？重复收集。要多久
？Now's my chance. That's the way forward.
啊，这玩得很有压力，为什么？
Can this be? I think I'm invisible.
这边是要收集死神的圣物，我怕啊。
I can get closer to them.
那前面跟一个知识书呆子聊天的时候，他有提到这个东西。
Finally free. Now, where are you, Neve?
这东西除了斗篷跟接骨魔杖之外，第三个是什么？
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide. Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
接骨魔杖。没关系，等一下我们就知道第三样是什么了。
I've never felt such power.
耶！我又回来了，我又可以大杀四方了。没错，恐惧源自于火力不足。当你可以消灭全世界，就没有什么好怕的了。我9100杀小。 你干嘛？你干嘛？还有，咬他小。耶！打死神，打死神！ 哎、哎、啊，这边是。哎，砸错东西了，靠腰。没有啊，一直打哦，烦哦。那就这纯粹一直打到结束吗？没有，我只是在想，他是有特殊目的，还是就一直打到结束就好了？打到结束就慢慢打。有特殊目的，来看看吧。没事，我有武力。哎，东西啦！看，延迟攻击。啊？哦，所以真的是以3怪为主嘛？好，所以这寓言故事就告诉我们，恐惧源自于火力不足，理解。第3样圣物，
magical stone. This must be for me.
神秘的魔法石。发现我今天的结局没有拉好，哈哈，算了。
I can't believe she's dead.
Oh, poor Neve. Gone so.
Neve! We won't be the same without her.
要复活人了。
You found me, but you cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self. But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
他在讲消除痛苦的这件事情吗？有痛苦才有快乐，有快乐才有痛苦。有办法消除痛苦，不代表你必须消除痛苦。
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable, wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong hands.
You saw what I did for my father. Only imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
智齿咒。这股力量如果落到坏人手中，我看你是不知道坏人是怎么诞生的哦。第4个试炼。
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young. I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed. Was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I was amazed to see that it seemed to give her some sort of power, and that she could harness it. But how?
I worry that you seem more intrigued than repulsed. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizard kind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was, and she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor Fitzgerald, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragbor.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
最大差异就是主线最后，差不多吧。这种游戏它也不可能说有什么太多支线。犯罪校长。
I shouldn't have reacted so bitterly about your goblin friend. I apologize. I hope we can finish what we started with the triptych. Please meet me at the southern coast. We can search for the final canvas piece.
任务。我还期待会有坏人结局、好人结局、隐藏要素雷击，应该是不会啦。这种作品，我是觉得它应该就是偏一本道设计了。前天跟朋友去看《镜之孤城》，不错看，已经过半了，耶！其实《镜之孤城》它的算，它的电影。我觉得还是有偏多没有叙述完整的部分。啊，其实不能进入。
But if you don't fill up so much, you can actually go further. It's true. Eat a big meal, you'll be slowed down, but eat light and you'll be swift.
你在这里穿小啦。然后我血量很好啊，反正打完就会回血了嘛，对不对？这也是。
You are terribly outmatched. Surely you can see that. Not your best fight. I can avenge your death.
这样。这样紫色护盾，见人。哎。他是王。
Your acrobatics will only postpone the
啊，这真要补一下。
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands.
技能不能学全，为什么？你所谓技能是指，说，原来你说天赋点哦，所以等级上限几的啊？满等是这么低？
This looks intriguing.
耶，打起来，打起来！感觉那就随机生成的，就懒得打了。我在想等下中午要吃什么。 没撞到。话虽如此，但除了炸鸡跟八方云集，也没有什么可以选的，就是。这个任务解完，来休息。
Nothing pleasant about this coast.
总觉得这可能要打很久。
Thank you.
I'm glad you came. I spotted droves of Ranrock's loyalists coming up from the coast. Overheard one of them say they're headed to another cavern, like the one we found. How are they still one step ahead of us? They can't know about the triptych.
I don't know. I did see another memory. This time it was a keeper named Neve Fitzgerald. She was unnerved by Isadora's use of ancient magic. But I still can't be sure how any of it connects to Ranrock.
These keepers are playing games with you. You need to press them for more information.
It doesn't work like that. To access each of these memories, I have to complete a trial. It's not as easy as you think. They're showing me the memories in a particular order.
Either they don't trust you, or you don't care enough about Anne to ask the difficult questions.
Of course I care, Sebastian.
塞巴斯不理智了。
Don't let your frustration get the better of you.
Fine. I'll defer to your keeper friends, for now. But I don't like it.
We don't have a choice. Now, shall we see where the triptych led us here?
Let's go, quickly, before we're spotted. Keep a close eye out. I saw some of Ranrock's crew moving off the path just ahead.
I wonder why.
Raiding, I imagine. This mountain used to safeguard local hamlet valuables. But it's been abandoned ever since Ranrock took hold of the coast.
Fun. What's him up? What's him up? Yeah.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work.
有更多强大咒语。
Kestrels overhead. Some consider them a bad omen.
其实不会啊，那就很正常的交流啊。
I know that.
All right.
I'm making small talk. I'm not gonna trek up this mountain in silence.
那只是因为塞巴斯就是典型的那种容易情绪上头的人啊。毕竟主要是他就有些人的想法就他自己是这样啊。 但是他自己是为了学魔法来靠近塞巴斯的啊。
Ancestral nests close by.
I'm sorry we can both see Thestrals.
It's certainly not something I'd hoped we'd have in common.
还想跑？我就是最强盗猎者。另外一只嘞，过来！另外一只马呢？都去哪里了？不被他跑掉了。我的马在这，别想跑！过来！哈哈哈！所有的骑兽都是我的。
There they are. Let's go.
Wait, we should have some sort of plan.
I'm through planning.
我们拟个计划。我有计划，杀死他们。啊，塞巴斯，你们的挂机。塞巴斯啊，用对魔法好不好？我要死！我要死！二小，那我锁到沙小啦，白痴哦！总算正常。锁定这他妈智障。
What were you thinking?
I was thinking about dead goblins.
You could have got us killed.
But I didn't. Looks like
真的
we're
道理。
We're heading further up the path.
Let's keep going.
另外一点啊，我会忍得住开宝箱，就是因为我的包包满啦。不是，刚才飞走那一只死掉了，可是他一直判定有目标。
Whether it's a sword or a repository, whatever that is.
Did you hear that goblin?
Ridiculous notions of ownership.
说话的哥布林。啊，摔死了，抱歉。
All of Ranrock's loyalists spirits deserve the same fate. Nice work.
I agree. Only good wizards are dead wizard. Ranrock's got that right, and I'll be most pleased to help him achieve his goal. Ranrock won't be
Sebastian, wait!
Wait? For what? Why are you suddenly so cautious?
Listen to me. I know you're angry and frustrated, but charging ahead now could undo all the progress we've made. Lodgok said...
Oh, your goblin friend?
Stop it, that's enough. Not all goblins are like Ranrock. I am not the enemy. We want the same thing, to find answers.
I thought we wanted the same thing.
We do. Listen to me. Lodgok has insights into Ranrock that we don't. He told me that Ranrock somehow knows about the Keepers and is searching anywhere connected to each of them. That's why they always seem to be one step ahead. I know what I'm doing. You need to trust me, or I don't see that we can continue together.
Fine. I'm sorry. I'm letting my emotions get the better of me. And I have been for a while. I do trust you. And I don't think I can help Anne without you.
Good. Ranrock clearly knows more than we thought. We need to be careful and do this right, not just go charging in. We have our work cut out for us. We need to work together if we're going to find the final piece to the triptych.
Agreed.
我知道。我要一刀杀进去。我觉得开打之前有件事我要先做，我要去火米村买东西。但这游戏包包真的是他妈有够小。不能过去，上。包包满就包包满了。妈的！
So far, so good.
Charming. Spiders. How fitting.
看大家。哦，有大字的。再想想。
Almost as good as if I'd done it myself.
Revelio. Confringo. Incendio.
One nudge and that chest might have fallen.
Oh, I think 3 nudges at least.
然后这游戏的地图真的很烂。
These spiders are determined to make a meal of us.
I'm sure we taste better than a goblin dinner.
Revelio.
Annoying little beasts, aren't they?
A staircase leading here. To the hall.
I don't think anyone's been here for ages.
Incendio. Revelio. Bombarda. Confringo. Revelio.
Look at this place. Not really my style. A bit much, if you ask me.
哎，按错，按错。哎，跑起来，跑起来！我，哎。
should search for runes. Rebellion.
We've seen symbols like these before. Is finding these chests luck or instinct?
你什么呀？待会。蜘蛛王。
I'd imagine we can't get out of here quick enough.
2点。啊，不就3怪、欸？ 你看，ouch！ 看，那这种攻击模式真的很低能耶。 哎，干妈这算伤害？那低等游戏。太早靠腰。
angry troll to bring friends together. Revelio.
Hello.
Revelio.
That was a piece of work.
More than one.
为了过日帮助父亲，我感到很高兴，能再听见他的声音。但对手艺者反响惊讶，才料到他有能力造福人群，却默默站在一旁什么都不做。你可以用来做什么，又不可以用来做什么？好大胆！我就丝毫没有了解。觉得校长似乎能理解我做的事情，但是因为我他说明愿意帮忙。想要其他消息之后，我必须独自继续前行。要暂时如此，我会去寻找帮手。我会把我自身安全藏起，有朝一日找到这种造成。
Did you find something?
Revelio. A journal entry. Isadora was here.
Wingardium Leviosa.
啊，讲实话，伊斯朵拉就是标准的被能力冲昏头的智障。其实跟塞巴斯有一点类似，被个人情绪左右，然后走向过于极端的道路。然后就一去不复返了。
I'm out of breath after all of those stairs, but the view, well worth it.
Revelio.
塞巴斯的情绪起伏也是很大呢。
Another barrier. We can blast through it. I'm certain.
Confringo. Bombarda. Leviosa. Incendio. Confringo.
Almost as good as if I'd done it myself.
这个能力就做到内心使命感无比强烈。之后现在做的事情正是我应该去做的。能成功帮越来越多人有好多的痛苦，而且我发现这个魔法本身证实了我做的是正确的，因为更加强大，勇气有回报。想办法把我暂时用不到力量存起来。
Good news?
This journal entry sounds worrisome.
然后他们找到那个东西，就是情绪能量。
This place can't have belonged to only Isadora.
But the triptych pointed us here. Another rune symbol. Feel as if I should be fluent in runic language by now.
Confringo.
executed.
Isadora must have honed her skill with ancient magic here.
我怎么会错如此一无效，不愿帮助？我努力跟他讲道理，他就跟其他人一样，看不见潜在的可能性。对我这很荒谬。看守这孤立，上耳机有。因为我可以担忧我这辈子找不到志同道合伙伴共襄大业。如真如此，只好留在现场，让后人追寻这份事。或者对方能够办到我所办不到，也就失之于这个世界。
I know from the memories I've seen that the keepers in Isadora didn't see eye to eye on the use of ancient magic.
I wish you could see one of her memories.
The final canvas piece of the triptych. We've done it.
Isadora should not have had to keep all this secret.
I know from the memories I've seen that the keepers in Isadora didn't see eye to eye on the use of ancient magic. But I don't understand why she seems to have gone to such great lengths to tell her story without their knowledge.
I wish you could see one of her memories.
So do I.
Perhaps completing the triptych will shed more light on all of this.
Revelio.
的确，任务结束，可以休息。
I cannot believe the journey this triptych took us on.
This is it.
Don't keep me in suspense. Go on, place it.
Another pensive.
This is what we've been chasing.
I wonder.
What is it?
Let's find out.
I cannot bring my brother back, Father. But I can give you peace. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora.
his pain.
Thank you.
That worked?
It did indeed.
Of course it did. It's goblin silver.
I need something much bigger.
All right. It would help if you could tell me more about what it is you're storing.
Magic. Left over from a spell I devised to remove pain, but if used correctly, its power can be used to do even more good.
Why would you want to store such magic away?
I only need to keep it safe until I can convince my colleagues of its worth. Magic like this unnerves some.
Not everyone's ready to wield such power.
Perhaps not. Someone will be.
She took away the pain. I knew it. I knew there was a way to help Anne.
Something isn't right, Sebastian.
What do you mean? You saw what she did.
No, not the memories, the portrait. I think the reason Isadora hasn't appeared is because she can't.
I don't follow.
We have seen that view before. The abandoned home in Felcroft, the destroyed painting. It was her.
So someone destroyed a bit of enchanted canvas, but we found the memory.
Yes, you're right.
We saw what she wanted us to see. We saw what she could do, what you can do.
But I don't know how to do what Isadora did.
Well, then you shall learn. The Keepers can teach you.
I'm not sure that they would. The Keepers believe that removing someone's ability to feel pain, it's a highly complicated, unpredictable form of magic. One that should be wielded with great care, if at all.
If at all? You've overcome all of their challenges. You've more than proven yourself. You can wield it. You have the ability. Please, talk to the Keepers. If not for me, then for Anne.
Why did the Keepers want to keep Isadora quiet? Why destroy her portrait?
我外应是
I found one of Ranrock's drills in a mine along the shore. I intend to destroy it. I'm tired of trying to reason with him. You're welcome to join me, but if I don't see you there, I will reach out when I return. I have something to give you.
Lodgok's getting himself into more danger than he realizes. Might better find him.
要做起来。定一下。
Chief would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
起手。 不。嗯，我主线是4个哦。快结完了啊！混，刚吃饭。还有一只鸟嘞。算了，就这样吧。剩下下礼拜再说。休息，20个小时。好了。那今天的霍格华兹的传承应该就在这里告一个段落。那如果喜欢看玩戏、喜欢跟我聊天，欢迎到粉丝团赞、追随订阅我推全YouTube，也欢迎分享身边朋友，让大家知道有这样的实况所在。就下周，对，应该下周没有问题。下周实况见喽！祝大家有愉快的礼拜天，大家。